Hello and welcome to UTSRC. You'll never guess what I've done.
I'm a player.
I actually managed to press record this time, so we've got actual footage of me driving around the track. I say driving, it's more like pinball at times, but you get the idea. Anyway, how did we get on at the first race meeting of the summer season? So, Heat 2, Round 1, 3rd place. Now, I think this was a little bit of chance and a little bit of luck because the other two lads, their transponders didn't work. But I'm taking it. It's a 3rd place, isn't it? It's a 3rd place. So I'm having that. 25 laps. Now, bear in mind, this is my first go with this car. So I'm pretty pleased with this. 25 laps. Best at 7.52. Again, great. I've nothing to go off, but if that's the league that I'm at, let's go with it. Did have a few issues though. The rear of the body shell was catching on the tyres, and every time it was obviously turning the corner, the back of the chassis, not the back of the chassis, the back of the body shell here was catching. So I've sort of trimmed both sides, so it's a little squarer at the back. But it worked. We didn't catch after that. Round 2, 4th place. See, now it's starting to get back to where it's supposed to be now. 24 laps, but 7.16 for my fastest lap. So I was quicker that time. So again, it's good. I'm pleased. The whole of the chassis I found out on this run, not the chassis, stop saying the chassis, the whole of the body on this one was just sat too low. So every time I was hitting a corner, the front was digging in and you could feel it was juddering all the way along and it sounded horrendous. So as soon as that race was over, raised the body up and we took it out again, and thankfully it wasn't as bad. Round 3, 5th place. See, now this is where we're at. This is my standard. This is where I expect to be. But 5th place, but improved. 26 laps this time and 7.9. Fastest lap yet. Body was still catching. So, a guy called Chris at our club whipped the car off the track at the end and he trimmed the body up. So now it does not catch. I think what I'm going to have to do with this car is put some stiffer shock oil in it and reduce the springs. I think I'm going to have to go for some softer springs. So I need to make it a little bit more tougher in the corners so I don't get as much body roll. But that's all on order. So hopefully that will be here before the next race meeting. If it's not, it's not. I'm not bothered. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down a lot of my EXPs and things like that, only because you kind of get drawn into the fact that all the guys above me are good. They are at a very, very good standard, and I'm just coming into this. So I'm thinking, I can keep up with these, and then I try and take the lines that they're taking, and I overcook it, and I just can't. I'm not at that level yet, and I am fine with that, and they're fine with that. I try to get out of their way as much as they're trying to get around me, so I create carnage, which you'll see shortly, but I do my best. They understand, I understand, we're all good. But I just need to turn my dual rate down and just get that radio control right. And then I think if I can get a few good laps in, of continual laps where I'm not hitting the barriers, and I can just sort of keep going and get that sort of constant right, then we'll be golden. But let's see the final in action. Right, so here we are, people. Just in case you were wondering where I was. Just bringing up the back of the pack. Not to worry, not to worry. Right, Come on, we're away, we're off. Right, the pack's gone, that's fine. I'll just do my own thing. There's the barrier, that's all right. Just keep going, Ian, just keep it going. That's it. Right, we're in a bit of a groove here. We're going, we've made it. Oh no, forget it, I flipped it. That's it, race over. Cheers, bud. Right, try again. People coming around. Oh, barrier. Right, we'll let everybody get out of the way. We'll let them get out of the way. There's Andy going through, Mr. RC89. There's the barrier again. Just let everybody through. Nearly flipped it again. Don't know what's going on here. Anyway, right, come on. Get your head down here and let's think about this. There you are. Almost a clear run. We'll let them guys go past again. There's Andy again. Cheers, Andy. Right, let the back markers go through. So you see, it's alright this track. There's the barrier again. It's alright this track, but once you get into these little turns, it's a bit tricky because you're trying to get out of everybody else's way, you know, a bit of race etiquette. But anyway, that's enough of me excuses. There we go, around again. Have we almost done it? We've almost done a lap there without hitting the barrier. There, right, we'll let the back markers through again. Yep, thanks. I don't know what that was. He lunged for my car. That put me off. I don't know what that was all about. I don't know what he was trying to do there. If he had seen something that I hadn't seen or what, I don't know. But hey ho, but we're off. We're still moving. We're in a bit of rhythm here. Let these people go through again. There we go. Jobs are good in. Up the straight. Let everybody pass me. Doing all right though. Found a bit of rhythm again. Found a bit of a rhythm. Got that racing line at that top end. I just need to take everything just slightly too wide. And this is where I think I need to just dial things in a little bit. I noticed there that Peter's been taken off track, so he's having a few issues. So I'm not too sure if he's going to come back on or not, but let's concentrate on our own race. We're still going around here. Oh, I've lobbed it again. Thrown it again. Now you can grab hold of it, car mate. Cheers, pal. Thanks for that. Back on track. Right, let's get me head in gear again. Let's concentrate. Let's just race your own race. But it started, I don't know if you saw it then, just coming out of that back end, it started to get really squirrely towards the back. And it started to make loads of little, I wouldn't say it made mistakes, but it just started to handle really weird. It wasn't until I'd actually finished the race did I find out what the problem was. Sorry. I found out that one of the little couplers that holds the belt in place had actually come off. So it was basically gone from four-wheel drive to two-wheel drive, so it was literally steering the back end, so all the power was going into the back end. So I was trying my best. They were pretty good going through there. So I was trying my best then, managed to miss them too, to just keep it in a straight line, while obviously letting everybody else go past. And it just turned to chaos after that. I don't know what happened. But we're alright, we're still going. I'm not making excuses. I'm full of them. It's obviously the car's fault, it's nothing to do with me. So it's all over the place. Never mind, get out of their way. Right, here comes Andy again. Go on, Andy. Right, they are. Right, sorted. We're going alright, that's it. Just keep that line going, and you'll be right. That's it. Let him go. Yep. No, sorry. Oh, is that it? We're done. We're finished. We've finished the race. So let's bring it back in and find that belt to being off. But apart from that, I was pretty pleased with how that went. So there we go. It wasn't the prettiest of races on my part. I apologise for that. But we were all beginners once. We were all novices. We were all noobs. So yes, let's hope it improves. But when I was on about saying that the belt had come off, let me see if I can show you there. So you can see through this gap, there's like a solid black disc. Well, that disc just presses on. And it sort of just presses together. This side is bolted, but that side just pushes on. And that had come off completely, so this front belt was just flapping about. So it was basically rear wheel steering, rear wheel driving as opposed to 4-wheel drive. But anyway, it's not an excuse. How did I do? So, due to the fact that unfortunately Peter had to retire, I came in 4th place. I did 24 laps. So for all the pinball action, I didn't do too bad. So 24 laps. Fastest lap was 7.29, so a little bit up on my best of 7.9. But it's fine. It's not a problem. So hopefully round 2, which is in a couple of weeks' time, I can improve. But we shall see. I'm going to turn these rates down, see if we can't get a bit of practice before we hit the track for the heats. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you can join me for round 2. See you on the next one.
I'm a player.